Okay.
I guess I should have had that all recorded so we could have talked about it. So recap, when you're setting up a smart plan, you're going to want to make the first introductions email and text on the same day, so you get both points of contact. And when you're doing those, you'll have the option of customizing your text messages. So I encourage you to let your clients know that text message is from your system, and to save it into your profile as well as your actual cell phone number, and then send them an email alongside of it too. So it creates a better engagement on the automation, and better engagement means better response. Better response means more contracts. More contracts mean
more money.
More money. Speaking of contracts, Robin, didn't you write one right now, or aren't you writing one?
So I'm working on it. When I saw your message, I thought, well, maybe you could help me. I just want to look at comps, and I'm not seeing any real direct comps. And so they have 2 offers on the table already. So I know I have to come in strong. And the buyer wants to go over, but the question is how much over?
What do you think, guys? Do you think we can do that right now?
Yeah, I'm happy to help.
Yay.
All right, let's all pull some comps if you can do it. Put your computer in the background, or what's your address, Miss Robin?
5072 West Blue Jay Street.
Ooh, I can't do anything with Blue Jay Street.
No?
I'm against those birds.
It should be Robin Way.
Robin Way. All right, let me close down everything I've got on my computer that's making it run super slow. I had 33 tabs open, so okay. That's Blue Jay. $230,000, black on the market, back on the market. It's presented by Jeffrey M.L. and Kylie Amber Marks from the Keller Williams of Southern Arizona. Submit all offers at ltucson.com. Please escrow with Catalina Title, First American, Heather Evans. Perfect.
So we like that.
All right. HOA, none. CC&Rs, none. Age restriction, none. 1 day on market. Nice. 230 sales price. Looking at 1,684 square feet. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, built in 1988 on a 0.15 acres. So decent sized yard, decent sized home, 4 bedrooms, northwest, in Countryside Terrace, 1 through 239. Are you guys pulling up your comps?
Yep.
Trying to get logged in, of course.
Of course. Why would you be logged in already?
I didn't know we were going to play.
Neither did I. So I got logged in too. I think the only person that was logged in already was Robin.
I'm logged in.
All right. Are you ready?
All right. I'm doing the CMA right now.
Robin, what's the address again?
5072 West Blue Jay Street.
I would love to live on Blue Jay Street.
It's a pretty neighborhood. But so Dan, I should only be looking at closed comps, yes?
Closed, and at the rare odd need is the pending ones, because we cannot use what's currently listed as a valuation because they haven't closed yet, which means that they aren't officially sold. It has to be. It has to be something that's been sold to justify value. And if you have to pull pending into the situation, it's still risky because it may have gone under contract at 250 when the list price was 260, and it'll close at 250. We don't know that until it closes. So there's quite a bit of houses for sale in this area, so I'm not going to do a whole lot of filtering. We're going to let the system filter for us. I'm going to look at some things in here. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Susan Dodson, 235. Blah, blah. Boom, select all. I'm going to kick out my low.
The 219 one are you kicking out?
The 201, the 210, the 220. That's because the square footage is so tiny. I mean, you can kind of utilize it because you can say that the valuation is so much higher because of the square footage is offset, but I like when we play together. This is fun.
I appreciate you.
Okay, I've got two different values that I could argue. Who's got something?
So,
Hey, butthead. Why are you being a butthead? Huh? Quit chewing on shit you're not supposed to. What's up, Miss Harvey?
so I'm coming out with the median like 230, 500. So like it's priced right, high like 236.5. But they're not perfect matches. So
Does your buyer need to have closing costs?
yes, they do. So they want to offer like 237, but so 242 with 5,000 seller concession. And I was thinking safer at 240, 5,000 seller concession. But of course they want to get the house. They have two offers already. She wouldn't tell me if they were full price, but she said we had to come in strong.
The $5,000 in closing costs is not going to be a strong offer. That's the killer.
That's the killer.
So I heard 240 with 5,000 closing costs. What else was there? I'm sorry, Amber called and she needed like right now. So I apologize.
242 with 5,000 closing costs.
Okay. That's what my high is showing. It's 242.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at that point going to be 12 over ask, 7,000 net back to seller. So it's 7,000 over offer.
Is that reasonable?
I believe so. RPR puts the value at 235.5. My CMA runs valuation at 234.2. So I mean, you're still $8,000 off on that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the market could swing up in the time that we're looking at it. The fact that it had multiple offers, they need to be strong offers. Is there any way that your buyers can buy without closing costs assistance?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say do the 242 since you're going to ask for the 5,000 in closing costs.
That's a beautiful yard too.
Yeah, it is.
That
Nice
house
house.
stands up real well. I mean, I can't stand the tiny kitchen and the way it's laid out, but other than that, the house itself stands up pretty well. And it has a harp. Can't go wrong.
Well, I appreciate your advice. That helps a lot.
Did you ask why it was back on market?
So I did. It was actually never under contract. Apparently it was supposed to be a coming soon and they mistakenly made it active and the seller wasn't ready, so they pulled it off.
Mm.
Good that you called.
great that you guys were here. Thank you.
We're a power team.
Yay. Okay. If you don't
Go-
mind, I'll
Go write
excuse
that offer.
myself and I'll let you know what happens.
Gotcha. Go write that offer.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Everyone. Love you.
Love you, never
Good
change.
luck.
Love you too.
You got this. All right, back to smart plans. Are you using them?
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I've seen it,
Yes.
yeah, but I haven't used it yet.
Okay, do you have anybody in your database story on a smart plan?
I can
I
set
do
Tyler up on
not.
a.
I have used
smart
it before.
Okay, what do you mean you've used it before, but you don't have anyone on a smart plan? Like you've looked at them, but just haven't had them?
No, I set up a smart plan for a potential buyer, and they canceled it and it hurt my feelings.
Oh, no.
I think I was doing it too often. So when I first did it, I think I was sending it twice a week, which obviously they then got tired of getting my emails and they unsubscribed. They are still in the nurture stage, doing some credit repair.
Yeah, if someone's on credit repair, you want to space out your contacts at least once a month. Yeah,
Right.
just because it slows down everything. You're reminding them that they're in credit repair and you're looking at 6 to 8 months down the road, but you want to stay in contact with them. Now,
Yes. So I am doing kind of just direct phone calls just to check in and see how they're doing and that kind of thing. But I'm not sending them houses that they can't buy right now.
we don't want that. We don't want them pissed off. But I want you guys to have anybody in your address books, anything in your contacts that has an address and an email, go set them up on the neighborhood smart plan. So if you go in their contact and it says name, address, phone number, email, all in there, it should auto-populate down there underneath the name a geographic shape that looks like a neighborhood. And over the right in the notes, it should say that they've been subscribed to whatever neighborhood that is. You then need to go over to the Smart Plans tab in that contact data, in that contact entity, and enroll them into a smart plan. Does that make any sense?
Mhm.
Yes.
You want me to show you it? Do you need me to show you it? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Mhm.
Okay. We put out my information, right? Actually, I think I have fake ones in here. Or did I delete the mouses? I did delete the mouses. Oh no. Did I delete the ducks? I deleted the ducks too.
Send it
Looks
to
like I
me,
got all
Dan.
the fake. What's that?
Send it to Heather.
I was going to do mine because mine's already set up. But you'll notice how contact health 100%. You guys should be the same. Got lead. So we got different types: agent, KW agent, phone number, email, lead source, owner, assigned to, stage connected, neighborhoods that I'm assigned to, Catalina Foothills because of my work address, and Heritage Hills because of my home address. So it's telling me, it's showing me right away that this is subscribe, and you should see over here on the right-hand side, subscribe to neighborhoods, Heritage Hills. That lets you know that the system has identified and earmarked this client in this neighborhood. So what we need to do is we need to go to Smart Plans, click on it, and it should say nothing. I'm going to remove them so you can see what it looks like. It'll say, hello, Dan. It looks like Dan Caldwell doesn't have any Smart Plans yet. So we need to add to Smart Plan. And we need to go to the monthly neighborhood and select. Start now, we'll send the email immediately. Starting tomorrow or whatever date you want to, we'll start it from that day. And it's going to tell
So
you that this is
sorry.
what's set up, and then confirm.
So do you set up all of those smart plans yourself?
No, they were already in the system. All you need to do is go over here to your smart plans. Sorry, my mouse clicked where I didn't want to. Smart plans. And you can see all the smart plans that are there. You could add new smart plans by quickly going up here to library. And then add smart plans.
Oh, okay.
Home anniversary, I'm going to add that smart plan. Apply. You already have a smart plan with his name. Oh, dang. I may have already have it. Open house follow-up. Add the smart plan. So, of course, I've already added a bunch of them. And you can go in there and change them. You want to make sure that you have at least these in here because these are the basics for Keller Williams to set you up. And it shows you that this has 5 steps for 5 days, 3 different touches. This has 3 steps over 7 days, 2 different touches. This has 15 steps over 21 days for 7 touches, and so on and so forth. Long-term nurture, 8 steps, 31 days, 3 touches.
Cool.
So every time it engages, a 31-day cycle. My smart plans, I can see here that I've got 48 clients that are new to my PC, 5 on my birthdays, 5 on my, monthly neighborhood. I've got 16. 1 home anniversary. I definitely need to go and fix that because today was a home anniversary for another client of mine that wasn't done. So we're going to go add that. So right here, go contacts. David and April Mengele. I can instantly bulk action, add to a smart plan. It's going to bring up this, and I can put on, why won't you engage the typing search? Oh, it's trying
Use
to,
my messy kitchen.
it's trying to connect to my Bluetooth mouse and not letting my mouse on my computer work because I'm too far away from it. I broke the system, Heather.
Sorry, Dan, I'm gonna have to cut this short. I have a client trying to call me.
Okay, take care of your client. Thank you for joining. Go put people on
Thank
smart
you.
plans tonight. Tonight,
All right,
put them on. Okay,
Okay. Have a good day, guys.
bye.
Bye.
What is going on with this? I broke it, Heather. I broke it.
If you want to bulk add, the best way to bulk add is through the actual smart plans section,
Yeah,
not
so.
through the contacts.
But you can do it that way too. I just broke it.
Mm-hmm. I find it's buggier through contacts than it is bulk adding through the smart plans applet.
Hi, Cindy.
Hey, sorry, I was on another.
Hi, Cindy.
Hey, Doreen.
We were talking smart plans. Do you use smart plans currently? Do you know what smart plans are?
I know what they are.
So no, you don't use them.
No, I know. I need to use them.
Well, it's easy. I want you to add some tonight, like right now. You can go do it right now.
All right,
It's-
just kidding.
Add yourself to one.
You know why? It's because at first, when they first came out, there wasn't that many to choose from, and then I just didn't get into learning how to do them. And I felt like when I wanted a specific one, it wasn't there. It was, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they've gotten a lot better now. So
I like to create. I'm actually creating them my own. Tomorrow I'm going to spend a big chunk of my day creating a follow-up for new recruits. And I advise you to do the same. Learn how to make them. They're not that difficult. Go in there and see what's in there, and you can customize your own.
So what I can also tell you is coming. I don't know when the release date is, but they just released the Smart Plans Lab again. And they are actually, you're able to pull from other people's smart plans that they've built and are using at a high level. So like Marty Miller has a bunch of, there's a couple from Jay Cermak that are available. So once they release that, which I'm guessing would be by the end of the year, you'll be able to rip off and duplicate. And then there's also a lot on the Command Facebook page where they walk you through how to build them for the ones that they've created for like D2, D4s or for follow-ups for your clients. So I would recommend just looking on the Facebook pages if they've got ones built out. It's step-by-step instructions on how to build it.
All right, that's Command Your Conversion, right? Is that the Facebook group? Heather?
Sorry, I walked away from my phone. No, it's KW Command. It's just called KW Command.
Okay, KW Command, 35,000 members.
And if everybody needs to be a part of it, because it also, if they go down, that's where the support and Josh team and people will actually put full-on announcements if there's an outage or something going on with Command.
Okay,
So,
cool. Good to know. I am already in this. It looks like I was added by somebody already. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, one more group to be added to.
I'm with you. I'm with you. It's the good thing is, Cindy and I, that same attitude I used the other day, and I went and thinned out the herd. Those are the ones that I partnered with, or I was liked. Because as soon as you like them, you're like in the group, and I'm like, what is this?
I've done that periodically. I'll be like, oh, done with this one, you know.
I had 75.
Wow, I'll have to go check how many I had.
It was insane. Right now, I'm down to like 73.
Ooh, you lost 2 of them, right?
Actually, a lot of them are the for sale site things that I do because I post it for sale. Like man stuff for sale. I couldn't tell you what's in there.
Hey, after I got off the phone with you earlier, the other agent that I'm currently working with asked for the addendum to list the new purchase price. So I created that so my buyer can sign it.
Just a good old boy.
Sorry. Thanks. Sorry, I'm not honey. I'm gonna tell him I can't talk right now.
You're just a good old boy, trying to get along. Downtown town. So, new purchase price?
Yeah.
Addendum, pretty easy?
Yeah, right? Is that yeah.
So,
I just put per escalation cause new purchase price shall be 178.
there you go. And then this is addendum 1, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, I put addendum 1 on the top.
Right.
Thankfully, when I created it, his information popped right in there. Yay, it worked. And then I added the signature and date on the bottom and sent it off.
Okay, signature date, make sure you have the correct contract date in there, and you're good to go. And check them.
Yeah. Yeah, it brought it all in. So even the contract date.
And are you doing it through DocuSign?
I did.
High five. It's not that hard.
I have like 5 envelopes. I'm assuming that's the way it's going to have to be because each time you send it out for signature, right?
Yeah, an envelope is just a signing package. I've got girls that got
on
there, so.
You know, it's funny because before with all of the training and Heather's class and all that stuff, it didn't make sense. But now that I'm kind of doing it a little over, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. You know, you have to put it in an envelope to send it out, you know, and then you have the room. So.
And the way they set up the signing room is that everybody has, like, this is the room, and everybody that's in that room can go access that room and see the documents that are in there and sign.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because it'd be like no different, like thinking of it as your office. We're gonna go to my office, sign documents, and then you grab the envelope.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yes. Great job. Next emergency. That's all I had was I want to talk about smart plans. I want you guys to start using them.
Plans. Okay.
Smart plans, contacts, opportunities, all get in Command. Use Command. It is phenomenal when you're using it.
Yes.
Hey, Dan, do you know how to add multiple people to a smart plan and stagger them?
Yep.
Can you show them?
You can add multiple people to a smart plan and stagger them.
Hold on.
You know how to do it?
I think Cindy's kids were asking for.
Sorry, my kids are talking to me. Did you ask a question?
No, we're gonna show you how to do smart plan staggering.
Oh, okay. I don't understand what she means by staggering. What do you mean, like?
So when you're adding multiple, so you can add, say you want to add 100 people out of your database into the birthday smart plan or into something that's a weekly or bi-weekly
Okay.
smart plan.
Uh-huh.
When you're putting all of them in there, you can tell it, I want to stagger it that every day 10 people get added instead of 100 people getting added in one day. So you're having to manage 100 people every time the next step is due. So you'll stagger them so that every day 10 people you're doing something to
Right.
that
Okay.
group. So it's like a wave.
So here's my list of people with birthdays in my system. The way I got there is I just went to filters, date of birth longer than 1 day from now. So everyone that's got a birthday today isn't going to be popped up on here, which includes Michael Whining. So he's not on there. These are the people that I know their birthdays in the system. So what I can do is I got this selected. I go to bulk action, add to smart plan, my birthday, Heather. I broke it again.
I told you need to do it through smart plan.
This is how you do it.
No.
So you can tell PWR it's broken.
Mason. Oh my gosh, turn on that light.
Is your dog shooting something, Cindy?
No, my son just tripped over my daughter's like air mat thing that she has for gymnastics.
Oh, cool. Well, clearly he's not in gymnastics, otherwise he wouldn't have tripped on it.
No, at least he caught himself.
I am not that talented. Wait. Okay, well.
Well,
broke
it didn't work.
No, I broke it again.
You broke it. Nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
This is why I have a Labs account, because I break things and they're like, oh, he broke it. Let's go fix it. Smart plans. Go in here, my birthdays.
Okay.
We're going to add contacts. And you can go and select the people you know that have birthdays.
Huh.
1 of 39. So I can literally go up here and select all. Add to smart plan. And it's going to say plus 10 more. And automatically it's going to bring up the option to put them all in. It didn't trigger. Usually it'll ask if you want to stagger them.
It's because that's the birthday one and it's already staggered because birthdays aren't all on the same day. Do the promote my app.
Okay, promote my app, which I've already ran a few times. We're going to do it again. Select all 16 people that haven't been added to it. Add a smart plan. This is going to say start on the following date and stagger over the next few days, minimum of 1 contact per day. So we're going to stagger and we'll do 3 a day. 4 a day, that's 4. It's 16. So 3 a day, because that gives us, there's 14 total. 3 a day, confirm. Confirm. So it's going to add those people to my app. And just like that, I added a bunch of people to my smart plans.
So, but with the birthday one, wouldn't it go by when the date of the birthday? I mean,
Yeah, it'll go by the birthday. That's why that Heather was right. It didn't bring up the staggering because it automatically does it based on the birthday. The PC or the app one, I enrolled 16 people at once. It's like, hey, do you want to send all these 16 at once? Or do you want to stagger 4 a day for the next 3 days?
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
So I want you guys to do that tonight, at least like right now. Just add your birthdays.
All right. Well, I have to make dinner first, but then I'll do it.
It took me 3 minutes and I broke the system. Are you
And that's the
scared?
reason I wanted to point out staggering, because if you go in and do like 50 at once, you're going to overwhelm yourself and you'll never do it.
Okay.
So doing it at a stagger, then you know you're touching however many people you want to in a day, rather than overwhelming yourself with having to handle 50 to 60 tasks for all these people in one day and having to mark them off. And they will show up on your task list, and Kelly also notifies you when you have a task that you need to complete.
I like tasks.
Got it. Doreen, you're so quiet. Oh.
I'm just paying attention.
And the good thing is that when you do like the home anniversary one, it's only going to pull up people that have home anniversaries and people that have birthdays and people that have, you know, neighborhood searches.
There, okay.
Because if they're not on a neighborhood search, then
Mm-hmm.
this is going to help you automate your life so you don't have to do it all the time. It's going to help you think so you don't have to. This is what called using the artificial intelligence to help you out. Please use it. But anything else can I help you with? That was the spiel I wanted to go over today. I want to talk about it on Monday, but Monday became Tuesday and Tuesday became too late.
Right? I know.
And I love it. Right when I'm about to shut the call down, somebody else gets on.
Who is it?
Really need to talk to you guys about showing up on time.
Oh, is that Teresa? Hey, I was on a school Zoom. Sorry. I got
Family,
actually that one.
family, and then business.
I had left that one early so I can jump on this one. I'm like, okay, that's enough information. I'm done.
Enough school stuff.
Yeah, we're not going back to that.
I know Mrs. Zach uses smart plans.
Oh.
Yeah, and I have a great one I want to share. Maybe I can find it, and I think I have it on my computer. I printed it out.
Why is
But it's for Facebook lead follow-up, huh?
why is your smart plan printed? This doesn't make any sense.
Well, because Tess and Teresita was here, and I was showing it to them, and we were going over it. So,
Yeah, if you have the file, put it in the group chat. I would love to see it.
okay. Yeah, it's really good. I stole it from Jesse.
There you go. The road method, right?
Yes.
Rip off and duplicate. ROAD.
Yeah. All right.
Is that what he taught today?
No, I got this a while back. I was had an awesome consultation, and so I missed it. Oh, it's awesome. He is an investor, another investor. It's my second investor this week. And he wants to buy 10 homes total, properties, and he wants to do it maybe 2 or 3 a month or whatever. So we're going to be working together, and he really loved one of the properties I showed him today. And so we're probably going to work up an offer tomorrow.
Do it.
And anyway, so it was really nice. He signed all my agreements.
I'm going to beat you.
So, and I just, I did the same thing. I was like, talked to him a little bit, told him what my plan was. And he's a new investor. So he was quite impressed that I was talking to him that he had a 7.5% cap on each of these properties. And he's like, what's that? So I was able to explain it, showing the program, and he was like, I have another property. Can you show me how to do that? I said, yeah, I'll put that one on. You can see all of them once you get them. So anyway, that was nice. Excited. And I have another investor tomorrow.
There you go.
Coming from?
Virtual. He's coming from Idaho. And anyway, him and his wife.
Where are you picking up these clients at, Miss Teresa?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, that is from, I've got I went back to them. It's called Home ASAP. And they got an agreement with Lisa, my broker, to advertise the IDEX on a website and a Facebook page for me. And people are just jumping on it and seeing it. Must be somehow their algorithms that they're using are getting a lot more traffic than my website alone or my Facebook page. So
that's awesome.
And I don't have to pay them a referral fee. I just pay them one flat rate for a year, and that's it.
Good.
So I'm happy with it.
Dorian, your dog's gonna eat you. You're
I know he's reason I'm late. My poor husband, I just got in and he grilled nice steaks and everything for dinner. And I said, I've got a meeting. He said, I just took these off the grill. I'm like, I'm going to sit and eat.
no, it's- be our
And
God,
my dogs want dinner.
God family then business. So don't ever. This is your guys' call. So it's up here for you to help. I want to talk about what can we do to help you better? What can we do to help service your life? Is the daily stand-up going to be good? Like we do it in the morning? Should I do it later in the afternoon? Every day? What's going to work better? Or do the Monday, Thursdays work? Should I make them Tuesday, Thursdays?
I like the every day during the week, or, we could even do it earlier than 8 if it's better for other people.
Oh, no, it's fine with me.
Yeah, because we do the 8 a.m. It's become a stand-up, scripts, role play, mindset, everything call. Just it's a standing call to help you guys out.
I know it helps me, especially if I know I have a question. Sometimes I can just say, well, I'll just ask everybody tomorrow. So it does help.
Good. That's what I'm just trying to add more value to you guys, because that's what it's all about. Helping you get into business and make it so you can have steak dinners and feed your dogs and beat a moose. It's okay. My wolf's on her way, and then my dog will be.
One interesting thing that I was very happy about, and having the Keller Williams network, and also when I was filling out the information on the buyer broker, I thought about it and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to, not put a retaining fee on this one. He wants to buy. I want to get him as more, I want to show him that I want to work for him and get more business from him, make it a long-term engagement. And he appreciated that. I didn't realize that he had already interviewed another agent from another brokerage and turned them down because they told him they wanted at the very least $350 just to get started working with him, to do research for him. I come in there and I've got 3 files for him to save for himself, plus all my files. And I think it really showed him that I was willing to dig in, go the extra mile to help him. And it also helped, he's a vet, and I had my military badge on. He was asking me about it. And when we went to go see one of the properties, the tenant there, he had a buddy there. The tenant they stayed in. They were supposed to leave. They stayed in. That was okay. They all started talking. They were all vets. So it worked out excellent. And the tenant said, because I gave him my card, I said, I'm just thanking you for letting me in your place. And so me and my client can look around, and we appreciate your time and opening your door. And he's like, oh, I need a real estate agent, and so he wants me to help him find a place. So, but it's just, it's good how everything worked out that way. I made some connections. I told him about, we're having meetings daily, and we go over issues. And we also are having a really nice investment seminar tomorrow. And he's like, oh, that's just the perfect timing to help me. I'm like, yes, it is. So, anyway, thank you.
You're welcome.
You do help so much.
So what you're saying is coaching has been a benefit to you.
It got me the business today, because after I went over this and he agreed to hire me, because I just said, well, this is what I can do for you. Do you want to hire me? And he said, yeah. And then it's when he told me, he's like, I realize I'm looking there, you're not charging a retainer fee. I'm like, no. I said, you look like a legitimate buyer. You don't look like someone I'm going to be a taxi cab driver for and have to charge you $100 for gas. I said, so I'm ready to work for you if you're ready to buy. And he laughed. He said, yeah, I can see why you might want to charge that to drive people around all day. I'm like, yeah. And he said, well, I turned another agency down because they wanted to charge me that to do research. And plus it was 3 or 4% they was also going to charge him. So I guess they hear the word investor, even though he's just starting. He's not a big investor. He's got one other house that he's renting out. So they looked at it like, ooh, money. You know, they were like, let's get 4%. Let's get, you know, and he turned them down. So
That is
anyway,
Well
I'm
done.
rambling.
beginning start of what you're looking for in a business. I can tell you, Danny Roth built his company on investors. He became one himself. He helps out a lot of them. So that's every investor starts out with one purchase. Very rarely do they start out with multiple. So that's going to be a good contact to have. I hope you're going to be engaged in tomorrow's class, 11 o'clock. I am.
I definitely will. I also remembered everything you taught us. He asked me a couple attorney questions. I said, and a couple lender questions. And I'm like, you know, those are excellent questions. I'm glad you brought them up. However, I'm not willing to put my feet in the mud puddle and get them dirty because I'm not an attorney and I'm not going to answer that. I'm very sorry, but I can give you my personal opinion, but that's not going to help you. So I would rather you seek the advice of your attorney. So, and he laughed and said, okay. And maybe he was testing me to see if I was going to give him this advice, you know, but I didn't. And he asked me a financial question. And again, I said, I would strongly advise you to ask your financial manager about that decision. So
I love it. It sounds like you're learning, and that's all I can ask for, because now you're going to be on the way to closing out 9-10 deals by the end of the year. By the end of the year, we're going to make this happen.
yes, I think it's possible. I can see it.
And let me ask you this, Teresa. 3 months ago, did you think it was possible?
No.
Remember that everything can change.
Yep.
One
Certainly
client
sure
can change
can.
the entire outcome of your life.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that testimony. I will call upon it again.
Okay.
The next time I ask for I'm going to solicit some feedback in team meetings. If people are asking for those situations, invite them to coaching. Invite them, because it's only going to help us grow and help us become better agents when we get more ideas, more people joining in the groups, more people engaging in these calls, because it's going to help us round out our information, help us round out our network so that we have more and more people to one, help develop, and two, that we can bring into our families in the coaching program. So it's more and more input. So
Yeah.
the collective genius as the brain grows.
Well, as I learn like a little sponge, then I'm passing that information along. Like
Yes,
you said,
you are. I appreciate that you're keeping up with our culture of constant learning and growth, and that's helping others as well. So, that's
like
all I
Tess called, Tess called me from the road today. I'm not sure if she's on this call or not.
She's not,
She's
unfortunately.
not. Okay. Well, she's had a busy 2 days. Let me tell you, she's showing a guy from San Diego some properties, but she called me in the car and had some questions about the purchase contract. And so I was able to flip it out and look stuff up for her, and made me feel good to be able to help my
Good. That's
colleague.
awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lesson in there. If you guys don't have a printed out copy of a purchase contract, just make yourself one. It's super helpful. I have one at my
Yeah. Yeah. I actually have my files right here by my right here where I can grab them.
That's good. I love it. Anything else from the gallery? Cindy, I know you got to get out there making dinner. Kids are hungry.
Yeah, well, I mean, they can wait. I just still got to make it. So
She's captive. She's all, what else you got? We will pour into you as much as you want to receive. That was one thing. I was talking to one of our leaders today, and he said that Dan, you never seem to have a stopping point. I don't. I will pour into you as much as you want to receive. I will want as much for you as you want for yourself. Never more, because that becomes my ego, and I'm not letting my ego get into this, but as bad as you want success, I will want it for you that bad as well. If you don't want success that bad and you just want to let life happen to you, hey, Sarah, Sarah, what will be, will be. Remember this, realtors, we change lives.
yes, we do.
Powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
I love that you dedicate some time to your craft. You dedicate to your learning, to your expansion, to each other. It's only going to help grow you as we're seeing in development across. I mean, hell, 6 months ago, Tess wouldn't even talk to a client. Now she's out running them around. That right there is a testament to the group of you guys motivating. So thank you for what you do. I don't take the credit because I know it's all you guys just getting out there and.
Well, you've helped us give us the confidence. So that we.
I'm a good hype man. I should go on stage. I could be like Flavor Flav, just hype people. That is what did Mikey say the other day? Is in the group chat, my toxic positivity, or someone put that in a team meeting. But it's the truth. I do have toxic positivity. I see the positive side in everything. And Heather can attest it's annoying as hell sometimes. But there's always a way to find the lesson. There's always a way to find the way out. There's always a way to turn it and spin it however you want. Because perception is reality. How you perceive something is how you're going to receive it. If you want to approach the situation as a tough, difficult, just benign issue you can't deal with, guess what? Exactly. Yeah. If you want to approach it like it's a super friendly, easy to figure out, you guys are going to work together, collaborative, odds are it's going to be just that. Henry Ford said it best. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're correct.
Mm-hmm.
So it all starts upstairs. Mindset. If you're going through hell.
Can I tell you a funny story?
Oh, please do.
I joined which I won't discuss. I don't have to discuss which side, but I joined one of the campaigns, and I'm making phone calls to get over my fear of talking on the phone, because I figure if I can call people and talk about the election, calling people to talk about real estate is going to be so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
If you can talk to somebody about such a polarized,
Changing my mindset.
That's commendable, Doreen. To me, that's much harder than talking to people about real estate.
I took a call.
Right. So after that, I think I should be much more comfortable talking to people on the phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for putting that in the chat for us, Miss Teresa. I got it right now.
All right.
That is groovy.
Yeah, it gives,
Well, let me download it.
It's when you put out a Facebook ad. Let's see. Yeah, looks like Hunter Gore or something.
Yeah, stole it from a company out of Georgia. That's awesome. Rip off and duplicate, my friends. There's nothing wrong with it.
So you just need to, make it your own. And that's easy to do when you're typing it in, when you're setting up the smart plan.
My countertop is gross. I need to wash it. I can tell my son was sitting here eating. I'm sorry, that was random, but that's where my brain's working right now, because I just put my forearm down. I was all, ugh.
Oh
yeah, you look at the couch and all you see little crumbs.
Little
Oh, I know who was here.
little handprint. My dogs hang around the seats because they know that he touches the seat with his dirty hands and they lick the seat. So.
Yep.
But I challenge you all tonight, before you go to sleep, add at least one person to a smart plan. And who's that person going to be? Yourself.
You.
If you don't have your own, if you don't have a smart plan on anything, put one on yourself. How will you know what it looks like?
That's what I've been doing. I've been doing tests. I'm developing. I got like 6 different ones now, and I'm running tests to see how they look before I actually start putting my clients on them, because I want to know how they look. So.
All the people in PC got my new campaign started yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. It was really good.
Yeah. I got some emails back. Are like, did I miss something? Like, did I Test result. Did I click the wrong button? I mean, am I not engaged anymore? Like, what's going on? Look what happened.
I knew you were doing testing.
You got to test on your own before you can test on others.
Yeah.
It's working. I mean, to be honest,
I'm like, am I so unimpactful that you think I'm new?
right? Exactly. No, it's a new day, a new dawn.
Yeah.
Like Michael Bublé says, it's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me.
Oh, you know what you were talking about this morning? And I didn't write it down, but I remember part of it because it came up with the other, the client from Boise, Idaho. They're talking about they need to spend some money because of the taxation. Did you say 1030?
1031 exchange?
1031. Okay. I was trying to remember 1031. So they're wanting to invest so they don't have to have that. So, and he's like, yeah, we can close within 10 days if you find us something. I'm like, well, okay. let's work on that. But yeah, so right. It was just perfect timing. You just got through talking to us about that. And then that's exactly what these new clients I just met on the phone today. And I'm going to do a virtual tour for them on some places tomorrow. So wish me luck on that. I'm excited.
I love it how we have like conversations and bam, the next day somebody's like, we had that exact thing happen. You're like, you're right. You're welcome. I'm not just talking out my butt. These things happen.
Right. Yeah. And the investments seminar tomorrow is just perfect.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna be there a little sponge.
I'm excited for it because I plan on turning myself into one of those clients.
Great.
My goal is still to buy a rental property by the end of this year. Like that's still my goal. I'm coming up on the end of this year real quick, but hey, I'll make it happen.
We've been thinking about, my husband and I, about it when our home ever sells, when we have the buyer, just anyway, in Georgia. We're going to have this. It was supposed to close the 25th, and then her people fell through. So now she had 5 other people, and anyway, it's starting over. It's been a nightmare. But whenever it sells, then we'll have a little excess cash that we can invest, like in property. So this is all great for us. I'm learning as I do, and that way maybe we can invest in something before the end of the year. So I hope so. We were thinking about just paying down our mortgage, but we've already got a pretty decent payment that, it's fine. Plus the interest rate's nice because we refinance with Keller Mortgage. So we're comfortable with that. So why take 50, 60,000 and just dump it on it? And we could take that and invest. So we're looking at that.
Here's the thing. And here's the logic behind that. Take $50,000 or $60,000 and pay down your mortgage and not do anything with it. Or take $50,000 or $60,000, buy a second investment, get it rented, have a property manager handle it if you don't want to handle it your own. And then now you have a positive cash flow that is not only giving you cash flow that you can pay down your first mortgage with, but you're also appreciating an asset, and you have a second asset that you could leverage later on.
Yeah.
If I had $50,000 right now, honestly, the $50,000 I sunk into this house to get it livable, you guys all saw the remodel.
Oh yeah, you did a great job.
Between tear down, cash deposit, cash to close, the tear down, and where I'm in the house about $50,000.
Mm-hmm.
And that puts me to a $300,000 valuation on this house. The market on the house is $275,000. Now, granted, some of those things still go with me, like the bed, the dishwasher, or so the bed, the washer, dryer, the refrigerator, the couches, all those things come with me, but it's still investment in the house. If I could have taken that money, if I had that money again and bought another investment in the last 5 months, I could have had a tenant paying me rent and had $500 a month being made. I'd be 1/10 of the way back to my investment already.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's something to think about. Is just paying off debt doesn't make any sense, because if you have a mortgage, it's the cheapest way to buy money.
Mm-hmm.
You're buying money. It's like you're buying money. The interest rates are stupid low. So refinance and get a lower rate so your payment goes down. Go buy another house with a good payment on it. If you have 50, 60 grand, go buy a duplex. Get 2 doors, not just one. And then maybe you net 700 total.
Mhm.
And then that's $700 that you can put. That's 49. What is that? $8,400 a year. 6 years, there's that 60 grand back.
Yeah.
Plus the appreciation on the property, plus the tax deferment, plus the tax write-off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was nice. I was able to have a pretty good conversation based on just studying. And he was very impressed with this new program that is an RPR. So I said, yeah, I could, run the sheets for you. So he was really happy. But it was nice. He was appreciative of what we as Keller Williams can bring to the table for him. And I think that's what won me the agreement. And, especially I said, oh, they're all about training. Got another training tomorrow. So.
I think it was about the fact that you were willing to do so much work before the meeting ever started, before you even had an opportunity to earn the business. You already had a booklet of documents ready for him to review and go over. It showed willingness to earn the business. You didn't assume anything. You didn't anticipate anything. You didn't expect anything to be given to you.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of turned out that way. Like you just worked it. So.
Yeah, I sent him a lot of things on his email. RPR, if anyone doesn't use it, it's excellent, has excellent resources. And again, also I go to property tax, assessor's office and verify everything because you want to make sure you give the accurate information. So I give all those reports, and it helped because one property I was able to do an evaluation that it's really marketed a little bit higher than it should be. Just $1,000 wasn't, not much.
Yeah.
The other one was marketed a little under. So he was able to see, but they were both close within $1,000. So I said, whoever listed it, they did a good job of evaluating the market. I said, I feel like you could be comfortable with what the asking price is. So even without going and seeing the properties, and it backed everything up, and he just absolutely loved one of them. So
I love it. I love it.
The extra work of showing everything, giving him the evaluations made him feel more confident about, yeah, I can see that. Okay. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I believe they're asking the right price. So it kind of backs up when your buyer's looking at that listing price, and then you can say, hey, they're right there in the ballpark, 1,000 plus, 1,000 less, but they're right there.
And that's with the RPR.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So it's really nice. It's got so much. I'm still learning things that it has in it. So it has so much, and they have some great learning videos there too. You can just learn. They have a section for, it's called Valuate, and that's what I'm learning about for investors. How we can present things for investors. How we can run these spreadsheets and these analysis. So analyses, get my words right.
Analysis.
So the evaluate would tell them the earning potential, is that the
Yeah,
earning potential of their investment?
oh yeah, it can go very deep. Like if you are really working with them, and that might be something that, you may want to charge for, I don't know. And maybe someday down the road when I actually know what I'm doing, but it'll let you work with them, put actual numbers in, and give them these phenomenal financial spreadsheets on what are they looking at. It can put in multiple properties that they own or are looking at, and really give some great, and you can run different scenarios to show them how to increase the cap. So it's really nice.
What does that mean, increase the cap? I heard you say that earlier today.
Yes, I learned about it this morning from Dan.
Right, yeah, I was late to that call too.
Weird what happened to show up late. You missed things.
I know. Well, I was on the Vail Chamber call on my computer, and then I did your call on my phone because I'm like, well, let me just catch the last 10 minutes of it, even though the other meeting was still going on. So
It's okay. I was on 3 calls this morning at the same time too, so I did not hear half of both of those calls because I wasn't. Go ahead and tell what the cap is, Teresa.
Okay.
Okay.
It's basically your net profit margin in a percentage. So after you take away, you evaluate your income and you take away the expenses connected to that income. And then it calculates what's called a cap rate as percentage. And a good would be like between 6 and 7. An excellent, would be 10. And if it's around 4 or 5, it's not too bad, but you want to get around 6 and 7, right?
So to calculate the income, you just calculate how much you're going to charge on that rental or something?
It's the net income. So it's what the earning potential on the property is for the year, less any expenses. So it's going to be, if it rents for $1 a square foot, $2,000 a month, whatever, I don't know. You have to look at the rents and comp that out too. So Moose, stop.
Bruce?
He's like, it's past 7, Dad. But so you take the rent, total earnings, revenue for the year. So call it 2,000, so 24,000 a year. You pay $600 a month for the mortgage payment.
Right.
You pay $100 a month for the insurance, or $700 a month.
The HOA dues and fees.
HOA and dues and fees. So maybe, another $1,600, making it even 10 grand.
Gotcha.
So your net income is now $14,000 a year over what the sales price is.
So that gives you that percentage of that you're looking for. But in RPR, they have this calculator. It's a whole another program, and it's called Valuate, and it really works great for looking at investment properties and doing these calculations. And they have videos teaching you how to do them correctly. So
I've never used the Valuate thing. I gotta check that out.
yeah, it's called Valuate with the V. It's a little button there. You can, I missed it several times, but it's right there in the middle of the page.
Going to my house, I'm gonna waste one of mine. And you start it from your own page,
Yeah, you go to your MLS and then you go to RPR. That's how I get to RPR.
MLS, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the RPR.
Yeah. And then
analysis for investors right there in the center.
Yep, that's it.
All right, I'm trying to see what
property analysis. Yep. So you can put your property in on the home page of RPR, and then you bring up the listing, and you just hit the Evaluate Property Analysis, and it's got different things, and it has videos, and one little pop-up comes on before you ever get in. It says, do you want more training? View videos and view training videos. So it pops it right up there where you can go through those videos first and then start playing around with the different analysis.
Woohoo! My house is a negative 7.55% cash growth. Yeah, buddy. Negative 10% the first year. Woo! 2.25% cap.
They're not there to cap.
First year cap rate 0. Nice.
Changing the here.
Again, Cindy?
Did you in chance get an answer on the DocuSign date stamp, timestamp thing?
It's coming off of the recipient's end. So it's actually hitting a date off of their email server.
But how? They're local. I mean, how? Or it's an email. I mean, it's.
I've got another client, another agent that when he went in the room, it had an agent from Texas that was already assigned into that room. So working on that as well.
Okay, so then,
But what we found out on the date timestamp thing is it shows that it's kind of like, hey, it's the receiving end, not our end. I was like, how is that possible?
yeah, I don't understand how that's possible, yeah. But it comes back to me and it's like, in the
Yeah.
future.
There seems to be a few glitches. Now today I was in it, didn't have one single issue, nothing. So
I haven't received any signatures back. I got to call them, but I'm just curious. I'm waiting for some signatures. And initials. Anyway, okay.
well, since I was there physically with my client, what I do is just I print everything out of DocuSign, fill it all in, print it out, print 2 copies, have him sign both. I keep one to scan it in for command, and he takes one home. So that works out pretty good
Mm-hmm.
when they're sitting right there. That way I can really go through line by line with them. And
Or just other docs. I mean,
mhm.
I don't know what it was, but it's after the fact. But I mean, yeah, we did the contract and all that. And
Mhm.
I can't remember what else, like lead-based paint or something. I mean, I noticed that. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, it's 1 o'clock and it says it's stamped at 3:15 or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's really weird.
I gotta watch these training classes on this tree, so because mine's not open, so I'll figure it out so I can help you. I love that. Thank you for pointing that out.
Because he, like,
Moose?
I got an email at 9 o'clock that he signed his document, but when I looked at it, it said he signed at 12:01 a.m. the next day. They immediately rolled it over to the next day, so
Yeah.
I don't want that to be a problem, like it needs to be signed today or something.
Yeah. I can see where that could be a big issue sometimes. So
I know, so I'm like, okay, can you give me the spuds today? Need the spuds signed today. No, I have time though. It's 5 days, right after receipt?
5 days?
no sooner the spuds. I think within 3 days. 3 days or
I
5.
got it already. No, I already have it. I just, now he has it to initial and sign. He got it. I emailed it to him yesterday, and so I'm supposed to send it back to me today. So I just don't like to be like on the 5th day at the 11th hour trying to get something in.
I hate that. I absolutely hate when my clients make me wait.
No, I don't want that pressure and that stress. So the sooner the better.
Yeah.
All right, guys, well, get on to your evenings. It is 7:13, which means that your days are almost done. Go watch some videos, go learn some stuff, go educate yourself on cap rates. But the one homework you have for tonight is to do what?
Smart plans.
Smart plan.
Smart plans. All right, let's get them done. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Cindy, 8:30 for tomorrow. Good for you still?
Ooh, you remembered.
I always recap my days.
Like, I haven't gotten a text from you yet.
When I said as soon as I reviewed my calendar, I'll let you know. So guess what?
Oh, that's right now. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm putting it in my
The other
calendar.
girls on the call can identify with it. When I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it
Right.
eventually. Not kidding.
30.
I mean, I'm usually on top of it for you, so I try to get things handled right away. So
Maybe asleep, but he'll get back to you.
I do. I'll wake up in the middle of the night. Heather can attest. It happens all the time. I'll stop what I'm doing. Like, I forgot. Like, this is like I had a listing happen so fast that I was going live on last Thursday. It didn't even have a sign ordered. I was up in the middle of the night, Wednesday morning. It's like, oh shit! I'm just jumping out of bed and doing my sign app. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I forgot to order a sign on Palm Mouse." She's like, "Doesn't that go live tomorrow?" Like, yeah. I had it under contract before the sign was in the ground. So,
That is sweet.
and then the tenants ripped the sign out of the ground. So that was
They ripped the sign out?
out of anger.
Oh no.
So just so you guys know this, if you sell a house with a tenant in there, the tenant right stands. They still have leased ownership until the lease ends.
Oh, I'm sorry, the tenant. Okay, got it. Never mind.
Tenants forget that and they think, oh, they're selling the house. They're going to kick me out. No, The lease stays. You stay.
Yes,
You damage my property again. No, you don't stay.
right. You're gonna pay for my sign.
Yeah, they got lucky that my sign guy was like, "I'm so sorry, Dan. I must have put it in wrong." I was like, "No, I'm pretty sure they knocked it over."
But I made friends with my tenants today, so they hit it off with my client, and because he even asked him, he goes, "Well, if I buy this, would you like to stay?" Because the owners, when he's got till November 2nd to get out, and he said, "Well, if I buy it, would you like to stay? I've heard you're a really good, tenant. Never been here for 5 years, and I'm tired. I'm now, so I can help with that."
There you go. I can help with that. Awesome, guys. Well, get on your evenings. Enjoy your dinners. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll see you on the call.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks for hanging out with me.
bye.